Hmm. Hmm. No. No. Hmm. Yeah, this is probably the real decision of the night. Hey there, comic book fans. I'm John Anderson, and I just watched Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, and it was pretty good. Now, if you're not that familiar with the plot of the film, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, the world seems to be divided on this idea of Superman. Is he a hero, or is he a god that can't be controlled? And Bruce Wayne Batman is more on the side of god that can't be controlled, and with an assist from Lex Luthor, he forces these two heroes to fight each other. Now, as you can imagine, there's a lot going on in this film. You have to introduce Batman, Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor, the Justice League all in one film, and that could be a little overwhelming at times, especially in the first act where everything needs to be set up and it's a very slow first act. But once the second act kicks in, it's action nonstop and a very fun time. In terms of characters, we had Ben Affleck's Batman Bruce Wayne, who is definitely the most brutal Batman that we've had on screen yet. I think I still prefer Christian Bale's Batman, but there's definitely elements to Ben Affleck's Batman that are better than Christian Bale's and vice versa. I really like his chemistry with Jeremy Irons' Alfred. They really seem like war buddies, as in previous incarnations it just feels like Alfred's more of a grandpa to Bruce Wayne versus an actual ally and friend. Henry Cavill's Superman returns from Man of Steel, and it's basically the same character, very brooding and very confused Superman, which I don't really have an issue with. It's just his performance doesn't really add or take away anything from the film. It's very passable. His relationship with Amy Adams' Lois Lane is once again very reminiscent of Man of Steel. Not much has changed there. It just seems that they don't really know what to do with the Lois Lane character. Like they're trying to make her an integral part of the film, but it just ends up her needing to be saved by Superman on multiple occasions. Now, I was a little concerned with Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, especially from his first scene in the film, but as the film progresses, he becomes one of the highlights and definitely a really crazy Lex Luthor. And in terms of Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, obviously she's not Wonder Woman the entire film. She spends majority of the film as Diana Prince, and I really liked her character. She has a very spy espionage feel to her and is a great addition to this cast. In terms of setting up elements for the Justice League, it's about 50-50. Sometimes it's pretty subtle and creative, and other times it's a little on the nose, which isn't as bad as Iron Man 2, where they literally take a break from the main plot to focus on building the Avengers. It's actually very cohesive considering all the stuff that's going on in this film. Now, in terms of the actual fight between Batman versus Superman, once again, I'm very 50-50 on. I don't want to really get into it because it's very spoilery, so I'll leave a link to my spoiler-heavy review once it goes up on the screen now or in the description below, so look out for that. But overall, Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice is a solid and fun time. It's not a perfect movie, it does have its problem, but it is definitely a do-see. So that's my thoughts on Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. If you guys like this video, be sure to share and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook at John Ryan Anderson or on Instagram and Twitter at The Comic Look. Remember guys, as always, comics do deserve a second look.